Modern skylines feel fixed in place. We build with steel beams and concrete foundations, creating monuments that look as though they will stand for eternity. But if humans were to suddenly leave tomorrow, the planet would immediately begin to swallow that massive footprint we left behind. Moisture seeps into seams. Steel beams oxidize and weaken. Freeze-thaw cycles shatter glass. Without active maintenance, roots tear through pavement and roofs cave under the weight of decay. Within a few thousand years, our massive urban centers are reduced to mounds of rubble and soil. On a geological scale, everything we build is remarkably fragile. This timeline maps our 300,000-year history. Written records occupy only the final 5,000 years, the tiny highlight on the far right. That leaves a massive 295,000-year gap. We often assume this period was empty because we see no standing ruins. It is equally possible that organized societies flourished during these millennia, only to have their evidence destroyed by the environment. The Earth operates with its own mechanics of erasure, a cycle of chemical and geological processes that efficiently removes human traces. The Earth's destructive efficiency explains why the ancient past appears so silent. Erasure begins at the microscale, driven by the chemical breakdown of the material it is. Societies that build with wood, hides, or unbaked clay leave a light footprint. When exposed to rain, fungi, and insects, these organic materials vanish in a matter of centuries. Even metal tools face the same fate. Copper, bronze, and iron eventually succumb to corrosion. Over tens of thousands of years, iron tools oxidize into chemical residues that blend into the soil, eventually appearing as natural mineral deposits. A society living in total harmony with nature, using only sustainable, organic resources, would eventually erase itself perfectly from the archaeological record. Beyond chemical decay, societies must survive the macro-scale reshaping of the Earth's surface. During the Ice Ages, sea levels were 100 meters lower than they are today. This exposed massive coastal plains that have since been swallowed by the rising ocean. Humans gravitate toward coastlines and river deltas. Any settlements built in these regions thousands of years ago now lie buried under meters of marine sediment. Shifting climates also turned glaciers into planet-sized bulldozers. These ice sheets were miles thick, advancing across continents with irresistible force. This weight literally ground stone monuments and foundations into fine powder, erasing entire landscapes of human history. These surface cycles act as a geographic reset button for the entire planet. On a scale of millions of years, the Earth reveals its ultimate method of cleanup. This is tectonic subduction. Continental plates drift and collide, forcing sections of the crust deep into the Earth's interior. The very ground ancient populations walked on is eventually dragged down and melted into magma. Earth's internal heat melts the crust, destroying the physical records of the past and forging new rock from the remains. The archaeological record is a collection of accidental survivors, artifacts that happen to land in the right place at the right time. We only find evidence when it is shielded from the elements by highly protective environments, like dry caves, volcanic ash, or peat bogs. Organic masterpieces rot away, leaving behind only the most durable materials, the crude stone flakes that can withstand the centuries. Judging the complexity of our ancestors based only on indestructible rocks is a classic case of survivorship bias. When the wood rots, the stone is crushed, and the continents melt. Does absolutely nothing remain? Oral traditions serve as the ultimate vehicle for survival. Before we recorded history on clay or paper, we carried it in our stories. Global myths of sunken lands and massive floods likely preserve real memories of the coastlines lost to rising sea levels and glacial shifts. Stories are portable. They travel with migrating groups, outlasting the physical environments and artifacts that have long since dissolved. The success of a civilization lies in its ability to adapt and endure on a restless, constantly renewing planet.